The app that we built in the last section focused heavily on the concept of state in React. Again, if you feel like you're kind of murky on state, don't sweat it. We're going to cover state a lot more in this section. Speaking of this section, let's talk about what we're going to be working on and what we're trying to accomplish. We're going to start by talking about the app that we're trying to build. We're going to be building a weather app with a really unique sort of twist behind it. So let's check out this mock-up that we've got right here. Our app is going to work like so. Rather than giving the user kind of the more traditional ability to search for locations up at the top, maybe a search bar of sorts, we're going to instead just feature a big map on the screen instead. Whenever the user drags or zooms into a spot, we're going to make an API request to fetch weather data for the location at the exact center of the map, and then show the weather data that we fetched below the map. So we'll show the city, temperature, and a short description, something like, partly cloudy or showers or rain or snow or what have you. The data for city is going to be the closest city to the center of the map. So, we might be out in the middle of nowhere and might not be a city quite anywhere around, but it'll be the closest approximation to a city, or basically the closest city around. So before we start building anything, before we generate our project, let's take a second to kind of architect this and think about what the main challenges are going to be behind building this application. What are the most important challenges, the biggest challenges that we need to address? So first, we need the ability to show the user a map. Seems kind of obvious, right? In addition, the user should be able to interact with the map via touch. So they should be able to drag around on it. They should be able to do kind of a pinch zoom on the map to zoom in. Secondly, when the user interacts with the map, we need to be able to retrieve the location at the very center of the map. So let's say that the user starts off looking at the state of Washington, or they're looking at Seattle, and they drag it all the way down to San Francisco. We need the ability to recognize that the user changed the state of the map. The third thing that we need to do is have the ability to make a network request, to create a network request, to work with a third-party API to retrieve our actual weather data. And fourth and finally, we need the ability to update the view once that API request is complete, right? We don't want to, when we make our API request, we don't want to show some dummy data here or anything like that, and then at some mysterious point in time just update the data. We want the data to be updated the instant that our request is complete. Okay, so let's go ahead and get to it. At the command line, we're going to generate a new project using the React native command. So we'll write React native init, and I'm just going to call mine simply weather. So this process is going to take a minute or two while it spools up. After it finishes, we're going to go ahead and run npm install. Any second now. All right, well, I won't keep you waiting. When this is done, we're going to go ahead and run npm install. Don't forget to run that, just the usual npm install, and let it go ahead and do its thing. It's going to take a minute or two. Once that's done, I'll catch you in the next section.